Yes, this is me, Hudson George, again today. I'm doing a live, you know what I mean? It's about Grenada as usual. Today is October 25th, right? You know, so Grenada had 2 extra holidays in October now, right? So, I'm doing my live. Today marked 40 years since America invaded Grenada. And 40 years since Maurice Bishop was executed, assassinated, what do you want, or shot dead, or murdered, or whatever you want to say. So my topic today is Grenada, October 19th, October 25th, politicians and religious leaders blatant. That's my topic. I repeat my topic again. Grenada, October 19th, October 25th, politicians and religious leaders blatant. Now, I will be talking about it. That's my topic today. And I will be explaining why Grenada politicians are like that and why the country is like that. And we have a chance that it going to remain so for a long time. For example, to begin with, the 2 holidays came in Grenada due to the demise of the revolution. So the people who were leading the revolution, they commit suicide, they cannibalize each other for power. Because they started cannibalizing one year after the revolution. So when we thought they stopped the cannibalism, political cannibalism, then they start eating each other again because they eat out other groups before, right? So the reason why I raise that topic is that I find that this thing will be around for a long time, that political culture, because after the American invade Grenada, persons or people, or we just say it, who were opposed to the PRG regime, they were able to form political parties, right? So my question is, they had the freedom to open political party. So how the hell they brought back former PRG people into the politics? This is why we're in that state, right? So the same people who form what you call free election party was NNP. And then you had Gary Party. The NNP formed the government. Whether they were favored by the invading by the Americans and the Caribbean states government, but they formed the government, right? The NNP under Blaze. But there are a lot of, there were some ambitious people in the party, and they had their own aspirations, right? Blaze was an old man, he was weak. He could hardly walk, but anyway, he was the one the foreign forces choose after we end the interim government under Braffit. So we had an interim for 1 year or something like that, 1 year and months or what. And then Blaze come to power. How about Blaze? All right. So in the course of Hubert Blaze in power, some politician left Hubert Blaze party and they create the New Democratic Party. So we come here to political party, right? The brainchild behind the New Democratic Party was, the popular one was Judge Breezan. But then we had Francis Alexis there too, right? They were the most two popular faces, but Judge Breezan was the real man that Grenadians were watching. But Francis Alexis was marking Breezan. He had the ambition too. Right. Inside the NDC now, Kit Mitchell was marking Blaze. It is said that Dr. John Watts helped overthrow Blaze. Dr. John Watts and Blaze were buddies. Because Dr. John Watts, who is from St. Patrick, Grenada, he was the founder of the GNP party. And he made Blaze the leader. But somewhere later down the line, when the NNP was formed after the invasion and come to power, most likely John Watts knows he had to get fed up with Blaze. So he favored Kit Mitchell. Right? But what a lot of young Grenadians don't know, Kit Mitchell run election for the GNP party already. Kit Mitchell, Unison Whiteman, Selwyn Strand, and a guy named O'Neill. I think O'Neill died in a car accident. If I don't lie, he was coming from Montreal to Toronto. The O'Neill guy died. Right? So anyway, we end up with, in the end, Kit Mitchell get rid of Blaze with the help of John Watts, it is said. That's what most people say. But it could be true. John Watts was the strategist, and John Watts was a senator in Kit Mitchell NNP government for years. He lived very old and he died. So he was the real architecture. John Watts come from St. Patrick, Grenada. All right. So after the US invasion, every year they start celebrating October 25th. The rebel boys, some of them end up in jail who travel, right? So the question is, why NNP and NDC go back recruiting rebel guys? And those same NNP and NDC politicians, they celebrate every year, October 25th. Now, last year you heard they say October 19th go be a holiday, right? Now then they start talking about heroes, right? Right? This is hypocrisy. And I always say, when you following and you don't think, people don't think for themselves, politicians don't do them anything. Now, okay. On October 19th, the PRG supporters, whether they NNP or NDC, they want to have a hero or they want to have a mark in the history of Grenada. So they support October 19th holiday that the new NDC government under Dick Mitchell endorse, a holiday, right? But there are people in the NDC party, the older members, are sure they're not happy with that. Them is the October 25th people, because they will say the bishop oppressed them. So who are in jail, who couldn't write, who couldn't talk? Dick Mitchell don't know about that. When the revolution take place, he was a little baby, right? Right? So the hypocrisy in that now. Then the next thing again, on October 25th, when the people what Bishop and them abuse and jail celebrate the American invasion as the freedom. You cannot blame them because they were in jail, right? Or they couldn't speak, who want to write newspaper, who want to think. You got to be fair with it. You can't blame them. They're human beings. They lost their freedom, right? But when they meet to celebrate on October 25th, they don't belong to one group. Some was Gary Gulp. Some were traditionally GNP people. Some people, again, were people who didn't like Revo. Some people, again, they had other ideology. Whether it's religious or whatever they believe. Right? They run into problem with Bishop again. The Bishop and them create a little niche for themselves. And if you oppose, they go lock you up, right? So on October 25th, when the former detainees and other people meet on October 25th to pray to God for the freedom. On that day, they pray for the freedom. They pray against communism and bishop dictatorship. And you can't blame them. They want to be free. Who don't want to be free? But then after that, some of them is NNP and some of them is NDC. So when in election campaign now, they go to the political party, they pray to God, the God again in our next week. They go pray for, they praying for the, if them is NNP, they pray for the NNP party. And if them is NDC, they pray for NDC party. Most likely, the majority of time, the church they go to is the Catholic Church, because the Catholic numbers are the most in Grenada. Our constitution is British, but a lot of Catholic in Grenada. So the Catholic go get his office. So the Archbishop now also is a hypocrite too. Right? He will pray for them. Though when they come his invasion, he pray for them. He go pray for them when those rebel communists or sympathizers of Maurice Bishop who say they want the body to bury. He go pray for them for that too. He don't telling them, ask them if they whatever happened. He don't ask him no group not there. And he praying. He's the medium man to God. Right? Now I not stupid. Now, and then you have people follow blindly in all those things. Right? So how Grenada is going to good? When you go be divided on October 19 and you go be divided on October 25th, based on your past political affiliation, whether you're pro-PRG or you're anti-PRG or the PRG, they lock you up, or the PRG abuse you, they kill your family. But after that, you assembly with the same, some pro-PRG in the NDC and pro-PRG in the NNP. So who is confusing you? Isn't it blatant hypocrisy? Who is fooling who in Grenada? They can't fool me. I'm not a young guy. I'm a macho man, a grown-up man. I don't buy all this political hypocrisy. Now, let me tell you something. I work with a lot of Middle Eastern people. And there is one Middle East country. I won't call the name. I work with a lot of people from that country, and they're very intelligent. And they tell me they don't believe in God. A Middle East country. And it's a powerful Middle East country too. They tell me they can't believe in God again because religion is too hypocrite. They tell me they become atheists. Because if there is a God, God wouldn't be a hypocrite. And nice people. The first one I meet, I used to buy coffee in a shop, a lady. And I didn't know if she was from that Middle East country. I was taking her for somebody from the Mediterranean country. And one day I buy coffee so much, she asked me, where do you think I'm from? And I stopped naming country in Europe. I said, well, you're from Mediterranean country. She tell me no, and she named the Middle East country for me, and she tell me she will never go back there until that place change. Then I met her next girl, young lady, when I was a student from that place. And they tell me they won't go back because she likes Western life. I think she's a lawyer now. And I met some guys again, they tell me they fought in war. They run away to India. And they end up in Canada. And they tell me they can't believe in God again. Because religion is too hypocrite. Right? So going back to Grenada. We're going to be celebrating October 19th and October 25th. Every year now, like 2 holidays. And every year, we go be arguing over the same thing. So what is the solution to end that? My answer is a next political party. Grenada in the future go to get a next political party that don't accommodate former PRG people. That is the only way Grenada go be good. Because both NNP and NDC entertaining PRG people and people. When the PRG people come to your party, they want their demand. Name this after my comrade. Name that after my comrade. Both in NNP and NDC. I see they were doing it in NNP. Before one of them dead, they want an office in some institution named after the friend. I never heard they say name nothing for Dr. Gibbs, who was a Gulp MP. And the reason why Dr. Gibbs become a Gulp MP in St. Andrew, he was helping a lot of people. If you dying and you go to the hospital and he like you, he stay there and he feed you and he take care of you. I never hear nobody say, nobody is saying Dr. Gibbs was a good man. But you hear it about Morris. How much life Dr. Gibbs saved? He don't kill nobody, but he named no calling because he was a Gulp. Right? But they want a holiday for Maurice Bishop. They want to find Maurice Bishop to bury, give him a Catholic burial. But they would tell you he was anti-imperialist. He was the right revolutionary for Grenada. Well, if that is the case, Maurice Bishop is the only revolutionary I will know, if he was alive, who was a staunch Roman Catholic and a Marxist-Leninist. So who is fooling you? And you can't fool me with that. And if there is a God, he don't answer no prayers are you praying, because the October 19 people and the October 25 people, are you mocking God? Yeah, you're mocking God. God is not, if there, according to my Middle East friends, if God is a good God, he won't accept those things. So it's better you causing me not to believe in God, because you cannot be using God for your purpose. God is not a motor car you say you're driving it this week when you go into church on Saturday or Sunday and then you leave it in the garage. You're just mocking God, and the religious leaders and them who upholding it worse. Now that is why you go to higher education to school, because when you go to higher education to school, you know that all these religious people study philosophy, psychology, sociology, humanities, right? And social science. That's what they study. The lawyers study law. Who study economics, this, that, whatever field all these politicians and them belongs to. Them and the priest and the pastor and them, all of them is the same. You understand? But you really people you're following blindly. Question those people. There is no honesty in that. Now, I don't support October 19 holiday. No, I don't support it. I'll never support it. Because when I look at Grenada, people will come out on tree and fall down on the ground. People will fall down on the ground like a coconut tree. People belongs to the roots. You have a root. You might have relatives. You don't visit them for thousands of years, but you know that you're a relative. That is your roots. The PRG was destroying 400 years of black people roots in Grenada because the revolution they survived in Grenada. It's a kind of glorious revolution. A lot of people will end up in exile and they will lose touch with the ancestors' lineage. You're destroying Grenada with this thing. It out already. Wine and P and NDC still accommodating those people. Now, the only how I could respect PRG people is if they make a political party and they go to the masses of Grenadian and the people in Grenada tell them, okay, well, we're going to support you. And if they win an election, I give them all the respect. But what does piss me off is you join in groups and you're asking for that and you don't feel, you feel, okay, if we do this or we do that, you don't have to consult people. And this is not right. And there are people who there is one particular lady and what was active with the people talker. I'm talking about them activism and thing in Grenada. I don't hear any these days. Is she sick? What happened? Was she happy now? I don't know. I believe in the future. Grenada will need an ex-political party without remnants of PRG to change Grenada because both political parties are accommodating them with this nonsense. And if you ask the young people and them what they know about PRG, they don't know. You will see one or two girls on the thing and they will challenge you on Facebook with emotions. When you are, how old are you? They can't answer. They didn't even ban when the revolution took place. And then he has some again. They must be banned before the revolution. But because they have PhD and master's degree, they know about the revolution more than everybody else. They didn't experience it. The point is that October 19 and October 25th. We didn't need October 19. We don't need that holiday. It doesn't make sense. Because why October 19th holiday don't make sense to me? Up to now, those who telling you they want October 19th as a holiday, they can't explain to you how or why that fighting take place. They cannot tell you. And then they're telling you CIA. You didn't have no CIA in that. How you stop that? You didn't have no CIA in that. Maybe America didn't like America didn't support the Bishop Revolution. We know that. But there was not CIA that make all you do that. All you do all you think for all yourself. All you get comfortable. You know? They say 99 days for the thief, 1 day for the butcher. Whoever pig is today, you get comfortable in what you were doing. Until he backfire and you say the CIA, he didn't have the CIA in that. So all this politics, we just be talking about is America this and America that, and them thing doesn't make sense. We don't need this type of politics to be continued. So the only solution to end that is a new political party. What come and say, okay, well, we done with all this thing, we want a clean slate from it, and the two parties, if they want to accommodate it, let they accommodate it. Because we don't go nowhere with that nonsense. It's pure hypocrisy, it's blatant. You can be one group celebrating October 19, one group celebrating October 25th. And then after you go into your own political party after. Praying to God again for your party to win election. But you praying to God separately on October 19 and October 25th. So God is a puppy show? I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm not a religious person. Because for the way I see educated people does right, wrong thing when they are poor. I don't know if the people who try translate that Bible we reading were honest to it, because they corrupted like and biased like educated people in Grenada when they present political history. Maybe the Bible is a lie too. Yeah, because the same people who educate you and you twisting thing, maybe they did twisting before too, so why you want me to believe? At my age now, them things don't making sense. What? It don't making sense to me. You are too holiday in October month. Why is the sense of the two? Okay. Some don't want October 25th. And next thing again, I was listening to a program with a former PRG top security man. I think it wasn't right how long he was. And he was saying, and he got it from Maurice Bishop, is the first person I had seen. America, if America could make their own revolution, why Grenada cannot make its own revolution? That's a nonsense talk again. When the British and the French and the Spanish and them go and occupy that country called the United States, the Spanish was in Miami, Florida area. The French was in many places in America, right? And then the British came over there too. In the end, the British get the whole place. To leave Europe and come to colonize the Americas, you had to have high-tech. High-tech was cannon and mustic. It was not automatic rifle, they call it mustic. Why is the native man shooting bow and arrow? Right? Poisonous bow and arrow at the European man. But the European man had gunpowder. Right? So that was advanced, like how you say Russia SS missile and America have cruise missile and Russia cruise missile and all kind of missile. That was the high weapon those days. The Maurice Bishop narrative about Grenada could have your own revolution like how America had it. That's nonsense. Grenadian today can't even make a catapult, what we call a slingshot. They don't have no modern technology. How you gonna make your own revolution? When the American people say, okay, we don't get the British, we don't know stealing from the native people and send it back to Britain. We want it for ourselves. Those people are highly skilled people already. Because Britain and some dumb people to steal for them. Them people had skills. Right? They were involved in pulp and paper, in this, that. They were doing the thing. They had guns, they had things. Why in Grenada? Why Maurice Bishop narrative about Grenada making your own revolution, and another guy saying the Roberts guy, Chicken Roberts, Michael Chicken Roberts, saying the same thing. Oh, how you can't even, what we could manufacture in Grenada to make one revolution. Grenada, is it? The other day, Winston George sent me something on Messenger. Winston George. And his state in Grenada is the 10th smallest independent country in the world. The 10th smallest. You're talking about America could do this, and so you could do it too. But the only how Grenada and them place could have revolution is when, let's say, a place like Venezuela become a great revolutionary country, because Grenada is close to Venezuela. And then maybe Venezuela could annex Grenada. That's the only one I see. The thing they're talking about, you know. We are 83 miles from Venezuela, so maybe after 10 that could happen, but not now in our lifetime. What revolution? How we go a revolution? People not thinking. The only revolution we could have in Grenada is if people could, politicians in Grenada could campaign together to change the constitution, and we make a nice constitution for ourselves. Because if you do constitutional law in university as a degree, or you take constitutional law courses, you don't have to have a degree in constitutional law. But if you take the courses as elective or what you take it, your professor are going to tell you the two countries with the best constitution is South Africa and the United States. They are the best constitution. Instead of we working to make a good constitution for Grenada, a small group of educated people want revolution. Another group don't want revolution. So how we gonna make it together? Like yesterday, I heard arguing about traffic light and what traffic light in Grenada. And the setter was here arguing. When I asked them, which government introduced the traffic light in Grenada? One of them asked me, when you realize he was arguing, he was not arguing politically. He was not arguing openly. I said, but you know which government that put the street light in Grenada? Then by Mr. Hudson, boy, how is the weather in Canada? You still getting good weather? And he say, have a nice day, and he go. And I'm telling him we still getting nice weather. Because we just go yellow and green with the emotions. Because I remember when I was here living in North America when they put street light in Grenada. Traffic light in Grenada. There were people that didn't want it. They say Grenada, the British girls had tradition with the police with the gloves in the hand, leave it so. No one traffic light is working, they want traffic light. Now when I say it's good the traffic light restore, those what is pro NDC now, they don't thinking. When the traffic light was introduced. Now, the NDC is the one who put the traffic. The NNP is the one that brought the traffic light to Grenada. But in the end of the NDC, when they came to power after 2013, the NDC became a St. George government. It was not a government for the people again, so they didn't forget the people in St. Andrew. They didn't fix it on the Paradise Bridge. So the NDC come and do it now, which is very good. Was the NNP where they bring the traffic light to Grenada? But the question is, why they didn't fix it on the Paradise Bridge? So if we think open-mindedly, we won't think green and yellow and we will say, okay, well, the NNP failed to fix it and the new government fixed it and kudos to them. But you make a big artificial argument over it. You understand? My thing is the NNP go back to what a St. George's government in the last, from 2013 to until it fell. And the reason why you take that route, the NNP brought in some PRG guys from town in it. So maybe those guys had a say in making. And now we have the NDC in power, maybe the PRG guys might have say in the NDC too. So maybe in the future, Grenada might need a third political party without those people. And then if they can create a solid Grenada for everybody, then October 19, October 20. For what? In England, no holiday for Oliver Cromwell. You have to go in Madam two sad place in England like a tourist to see Oliver Cromwell. So why the Deacon government though say we creating a political museum in Grenada? You give some sculptor some money to make a wax of Maurice Bishop, make a wax of Eric Matthew Gary, make a wax of Donovan, make a wax of Mary Shaw, make wax of all great people, all sportsmen, everything. And when tourists come, you show them. But you're going to push it out of my throat. You're only creating more confusion. And the educated people are pushing it. They don't have respect for people. The next disrespect again too. And the NDC government must know that. You're dealing in a constitution that is based on Westminster system. So are you telling me when you name Maurice, if they do it, you name Maurice Bishop as a national hero, what you telling a young boy 19, 20 years, pick up a gun and go and overthrow you? And then if he fail, when you take him to court to try him for treason, you as the Prime Minister of Grenada presently, all the the group of young people will say, well, I admire Maurice Bishop, he overthrew the government, so I overthrowing you too. You go hang him? You see, the thing is that if we fight the British to get independence, I would say, well, the black man or the Grenadian man who do it, you could give him that. You understand what I'm saying? But what? That 1979 thing, I don't understand that. I could see them make Kiani James a national hero. Yeah. Or Alan Franzik. He making sense to me. Barbados say Rihanna is the national hero. She bringing tourists to Barbados. I don't understand. Anyway, this is me, Hudson Judge. I gone till I come again. Because I don't understand how you Grenadians just think. I gone till I come again.